All right, get this. Today we're diving into something pretty wild.
Yeah.
Imagine a world where, okay, the U.S. government starts hoarding Bitcoin.
Okay.
Like, it's the new gold. Sounds crazy, right? But get this, that's exactly what's happening.
Oh, wow.
The U.S. is building what's called a strategic Bitcoin reserves. A
Interesting.
digital Fort Knox, you could say, filled with Bitcoin, seized from, well, illicit activities.
Okay.
It's a move that's kind of sent shockwaves through the financial world.
Oh, yeah. I bet.
And get this, the U.S. is the first major country to actually do this.
Wow. So that begs the question,
Yeah.
why now? And what does it mean for Bitcoin and the entire crypto, landscape?
Okay, so let's unpack this.
Yeah.
Historically, the U.S. has expanded its influence through physical assets like land. And now they're planting a flag, but in the digital frontier with Bitcoin.
It's a fascinating parallel.
Yeah.
Back then, owning land was, well, key to wealth and power.
Sure.
And today, that same principle applies to digital space.
Okay.
But I think the government's motives go beyond just claiming territory.
So what's really driving this Bitcoin strategy then?
Yeah.
Is it about power, profit, or something else entirely?
Well, I think it's likely a combination of factors.
Okay.
First, consider inflation and, economic uncertainty.
Yeah.
Bitcoin, with its fixed supply, 21 million coins, acts as a hedge against a weakening dollar.
Interesting.
Think of it as a safety net for the nation's wealth.
That makes sense. Like an insurance policy for the country, but instead of cash,
Yeah.
it's Bitcoin.
Exactly. And then there's the potential for Bitcoin to become the most valuable asset in the future.
Wow.
Imagine the U.S. owning a significant chunk of that.
Right.
It's a strategic move to secure a piece of the, digital gold rush.
Smart move. Nobody wants to be left behind as the world goes digital, right?
Right.
But what about, the competition?
Right. There's a global digital reserve race heating up.
El Salvador adopted Bitcoin as legal tender, and it's kind of sparked a domino effect.
Yeah.
Other countries are exploring similar moves, and the U.S. doesn't want to be left out.
So it's like a high-stakes game of chess with countries strategically positioning themselves in the digital realm.
Exactly.
And Bitcoin is the king piece.
That's a great analogy.
Yeah.
This move elevates Bitcoin from a fringe asset to a strategic resource on par with gold and oil.
Yeah.
It's a powerful signal of legitimacy for the entire crypto space.
This is huge.
Yeah?
But I'm curious, is the government planning to buy even more Bitcoin? Or are they just holding on to what they've seized?
That's where things get even more interesting.
Okay.
There's a distinction between the strategic Bitcoin reserve, which they're building with seized assets, and something called the digital asset stockpile.
Okay, break that down for me. What's the difference?
The Bitcoin reserve is untouchable.
Okay.
Like a national treasure,
It's there for long-term security.
Right.
The digital asset stockpile, however, includes other cryptocurrencies seized by the government,
Okay.
and they can actually sell from it.
Wait, so they're holding on to Bitcoin for dear life, but potentially playing the market with other cryptos.
Yeah.
That seems like a bold strategy.
It certainly raises questions about what this means for the future of other cryptocurrencies.
Right.
Like Ethereum, Solana, Cardano.
Yeah.
The list goes on.
Right.
We're talking about a potential ripple effect across the entire market.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the U.S. is holding Bitcoin, potentially selling these other cryptos, and all while other countries are, jumping into the crypto game. It's like we're watching a financial thriller unfold in real time.
Yeah.
What does this all mean for the average investor, though?
Yeah.
For people like you and me, trying to make sense of this new digital world?
It's a great question.
Yeah.
And the truth is, we're all navigating uncharted territory.
Right.
We're witnessing the birth of a new financial system,
Right.
one that's decentralized, operates outside the control of traditional institutions.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
Yeah.
It's a bit unnerving,
Right.
and it's definitely something we need to pay attention to.
I'm getting some serious buckle up vibes here.
Yeah.
But let's circle back to the Bitcoin reserve for a second.
Okay.
You mentioned they're not using taxpayer dollars to buy Bitcoin, right?
Correct. The Bitcoin in the reserve comes from seizures related to criminal activity. It's a clever way to convert ill-gotten gains into a strategic national asset.
Talk about turning lemons into lemonade.
Right.
But I'm curious, how much Bitcoin are we talking about here?
Yeah.
What's the scale of this digital treasure trove?
Well, the exact figures are, kept under wraps.
Okay.
The estimates suggest that the government currently holds around 200,000 bitcoins.
Wow. That's a mass amount of digital gold.
It is.
But if it's just sitting there in a digital vault, what's the plan?
Yeah.
Is it purely a safety net? Or could they use it more strategically?
The primary purpose of the Bitcoin Reserve is indeed to act as a hedge against economic uncertainty.
Okay.
It's unlikely they'll be actively trading it
Okay.
or using it to manipulate the market. Think of it like a fire extinguisher.
Yeah.
You hope you never have to use it,
Yeah.
but it's crucial to have it in case of an emergency.
So it's more about national security than profit.
Right.
But, that raises another question.
Yeah.
Bitcoin is famous for its volatility.
Yeah.
Is it really wise to bet the nation's safety net on something so unpredictable?
It's a valid concern, and there's definitely a level of risk involved.
Right.
Just like any investment, Bitcoin's value can go up or down.
Okay.
There's no guarantee that it will always be a safe haven.
So it's a calculated gamble
Yeah,
with potentially huge implications for the entire country.
it is.
It makes you wonder, could this strategy backfire? Or are we looking at a stroke of genius that will reshape the global financial landscape?
It's still too early to say for sure,
Yeah.
but one thing is clear, the U.S. is betting big on Bitcoin, and that decision is sending ripples throughout the world, with investors and governments alike taking notice.
You mentioned other cryptocurrencies earlier.
Yeah.
If Bitcoin is the main event, what role do these other players, the so-called altcoins, play in this evolving digital ecosystem?
While Bitcoin might be grabbing the headlines, it's crucial to remember that the crypto world is much bigger than just one digital currency.
Okay.
Stablecoins, for example, are gaining traction as a way to bridge the gap between traditional finance and the crypto world. They offer the stability of fiat currencies like the dollar,
Right.
but with the advantages of blockchain technology.
So stablecoins are like digital dollars, but with superpowers.
Exactly.
I like it.
And then there are digital securities, which have the potential to revolutionize how we invest in stocks, bonds, and other assets.
Okay.
Imagine a world where you can trade stocks, 247,
Wow.
with lower fees
Yeah, wow.
and greater transparency.
That sounds amazing.
Right.
No more waiting for the opening bell on Wall Street.
Exactly.
What about those other tokens you mentioned earlier?
Yeah.
Ethereum, Solana, Cardano. What are they all about?
Those tokens are powering a whole new wave of innovation, particularly in the realm of decentralized finance, also known as DeFi.
Right.
We're talking about lending, borrowing, trading, and even insurance, all happening on the blockchain without the need for traditional intermediaries like banks.
So it's like the internet, but for money.
Yeah.
It feels like we're just scratching the surface of what's possible here.
Absolutely. We're in the early stages of a technological revolution.
Right.
And it's exciting to see how blockchain and crypto are reshaping the financial landscape.
Okay, so we've got Bitcoin as this potential national safety net, stablecoins bridging the gap between the old and new financial worlds,
Yeah.
digital securities revolutionizing how we invest,
Right.
and then this whole DeFi movement emerging.
Yeah.
It's a lot to wrap your head around. What's the key takeaway here? What do people need to understand about this evolving crypto ecosystem?
The key takeaway is this. The financial world is changing, and it's changing fast.
Yeah.
Whether you're a seasoned investor or just starting to explore crypto, it's important to stay informed, be open to new ideas,
Okay.
and approach the space with a healthy balance of caution and curiosity.
That's great advice.
Yeah.
So Bitcoin is making waves. The U.S. is taking a bold stance.
Yeah,
And the entire crypto world is buzzing with innovation.
for sure.
It sounds like we're on the cusp of something truly transformative.
We are.
What comes next in this crypto saga? Where do we go from here?
Okay, so we've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive
Yeah.
from the U.S. government's Bitcoin strategy, which is, well, surprising,
Right.
to the rise of stablecoins, digital securities, and, well,
DeFi.
DeFi.
Yeah.
It's clear that the world of finance is undergoing a major transformation, and crypto is at the forefront of it all.
So let's try to bring it all together. What are the key takeaways here?
You're right, we have explored a lot, but I think
Okay.
the most important takeaway is that this isn't just about technology. It's
Right.
about a fundamental shift in how we think about money, value,
Yeah.
and power.
That's a great point. We're moving from a centralized system controlled by governments and institutions
Yeah.
to a more decentralized model
Right.
where individuals have greater control over their finances.
Exactly. And that shift has profound implications for everything.
Oh, yeah?
From how we invest and manage our money to how we interact with businesses and governments.
It's almost like we're witnessing a democratization of finance, where the power is shifting from the few to the many.
I like that way of putting it.
Yeah.
And this democratization is being fueled by blockchain technology, which provides transparency, security, and accessibility that traditional financial systems simply can't match.
But let's be realistic. There are still a lot of challenges and uncertainties surrounding crypto.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Volatility, regulation, security risks.
Yeah.
These are all real concerns that need to be addressed.
Absolutely. We're still in the early stages of this transformation.
Right.
And there will undoubtedly be bumps along the road.
Yeah.
But the potential benefits of this technology are simply too significant to ignore.
So what does the future hold? What are some of the trends we should be watching as this space continues to evolve?
Well, I think we'll see continued growth and adoption of stablecoins as they provide a more stable and practical way to use crypto for everyday transactions.
Makes sense. They offer the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
The stability of traditional currencies combined with the efficiency and accessibility of blockchain technology.
Right, and we'll see the emergence of new and innovative DeFi applications that challenge traditional financial services. Think about lending platforms that offer better interest rates, decentralized exchanges that provide more transparency, and even insurance protocols that are more efficient and affordable.
It sounds like DeFi is poised to disrupt the financial industry in a major way.
I think so. And then there's the metaverse, which is creating entirely new digital economies and opportunities for investment and value creation.
The metaverse is still a bit of a mystery to me.
Yeah.
But it sounds like it has the potential to be a game changer for the crypto space.
It definitely does. And as more people spend time in virtual worlds and interact with digital assets, the lines between the physical and digital economies will continue to blur.
That's mind-blowing to think about.
It is.
So we've got stablecoins going mainstream, DeFi disrupting traditional finance, and the metaverse creating entirely new digital economies. It seems like the possibilities are endless.
They are, and that's what makes this space so exciting.
Yeah.
We're witnessing a technological revolution that has the potential to transform the world as we know it.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the world of crypto with you today. Any final thoughts for our listeners as they navigate this exciting and ever-evolving landscape?
My advice is simple. Stay informed, stay curious, and don't be afraid to explore.
Yeah.
The crypto world is full of opportunities for those who are willing to embrace the change.
Well said. So there you have it, folks, our deep dive into the world of crypto. What are your thoughts on the U.S. government's Bitcoin strategy, the rise of stablecoins and DeFi, and the potential of the metaverse? Share your comments below, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more deep dives into the future of finance and technology.
Yeah, for sure.
Until next time, keep exploring.